So people ask me all the time how do you put up with that? Why do you put up with that when it comes to my ex-husband who is a narcissist, okay? And I always just say it's just easier this way. It's a long story, there's too much to explain in one, quick, how do you do that? It's too much, too big of an answer. So today was a really good example of that. Our oldest is going to stay with my little brother. Got him a plane ticket for Christmas. Adam was going to take him to Minneapolis to catch his plane there. I'm going to go pick him up when he comes back in a couple days. And he told the other three boys that they could go get a hotel room and go to the Mall of America when they go to take Max today. At one point in time, all of our children expressed concern that he didn't have a car that he could drive that far. His girlfriend's back window shattered in a car wash last week. It's a whole thing. But they all were like, well, but like, how are we going to get there? I said, oh, I'm sure he's got it figured out, He told me he was going to leave around noon. And about 10:30 this morning, he says, you should rent me your van. Should I, though? Evidently, rental car prices have gone from about $150 to $375. And if I don't let him take it, then that's just going to take away from the fun that kids get to have. Yeah, if I don't let him take my van, it's my fault the kids don't get to have the fun-filled weekend that he promised them. The fucked up thing is it's not wrong. He has made it my responsibility. Because of his lack of planning and preparation, it was now on me whether or not the kids were going to have the weekend that they thought they were going to have, or they were going to be completely let down by him yet again. So I charged him $150, let him take the van. I am driving his piece of shit car, and this is what that looks like, okay? It's bad. Put the brakes on, listen. It sounds like a fucking squeaky mattress. Oh my god, I hate it here. So the next time you find yourself wondering why a victim of narcissistic abuse is seemingly giving in to his or her abuser, stop and think about the motive behind that. More often than not, I'm sure that they're doing it to protect their children or themselves from further manipulation and mental and verbal abuse regarding that specific situation. We get thrown into these situations and we're forced to make the best decision to protect ourselves and our kids. But we also have to keep the narcissist thinking that he or she's the one in control, otherwise the abuse worsens. And these are the survival tactics for co-parenting with a narcissist.